Hello, everyone, and welcome again to another Teacher Joseph podcast. Today, we're going to look at can and could, as well as will and would. Okay, now modal verbs are kind of complex. Okay, so I'm not going to go into these in a lot of detail, but all you need to know is that modal verbs are used to talk about permissions, and often they're used to talk about abilities as well. So can and to be able to are the same. Can and could are the same. So can, to be able, and could, put them in one box in your mind, and will and would are also the same. Now, their meaning is the same, but they can't be used synonymously. Let me explain. And I'm going to play you a little video clip about this. Let's just think about can for a moment, all right? Can is about ability. It's not about requesting someone to do something for you, okay? So, for example, if I say to you, can you pick me up tomorrow? I'm not saying, would you pick me up tomorrow? Or whether you will do it for me. If I use can, I'm saying, is it physically possible? Do you have a car? If I say, can you close the window? Then it's the same. I'm simply saying, do you have hands? Are you near the window? Is it physically possible for you to do that? And that's why can, in this case, is really not appropriate if you're talking about permissions. Yes, it's true, English people use it all the time, but yeah, say would use cap then. That thing about closing the window or usually it becomes a lot more complex. Okay, but let me just play the sound clip for you, and it'll make it a little bit clearer.
Morning, Ms. Bornak. Can we come in?
Well, I don't know, Kevin. Can you?
May we come
Yes,
in?
of course you may. Please, come right in.
I don't...
Right, so you can hear there, the guy knocked on the door and he said, good morning, Miss Bornak, can we come in? And she said, I don't know, can you? He said, oh, sorry, may I come in? So you can hear there that there's kind of a big difference, which she picked up on there. She's saying, well, are you able to? Yeah. And he's saying, oh, sorry, I meant may I? Okay. He could have said, what else could he have said? Could I come in? I suppose to be more formal, but it still would have been wrong. Okay. It still would have been wrong. She couldn't respond by saying, I don't know, may you, because that's wrong, as we mentioned earlier. Okay, so she first corrected his mistake, and then he said, may I. Okay, well, by the way, that clip is from an American comedy called The Golden Girls. It was the forerunner to Friends. If you like Friends, you would like the Golden Girls. It's about four women who are getting older. I mean, it was the 1980s, this clip was made. But these four women are getting older, they're living together. In the 1980s, if you were 60, you were really old. And they're trying to find how to adapt to becoming older. It's very interesting because it shows what we thought of people in their 60s in the 1980s, because now if you're 60, you're not old. In fact, you're still very young, you're just past middle age. But it's very clear in this show that these four women are feeling old, you know, and their children are all grown up and have left, and so they've moved in together to kind of save money and support each other. It's a very good TV show if you're interested. The only thing I would say about it is it's full of American references to American food, American shops, American brands, American politicians, and I find that with a lot of American TV shows, it means it's hard to watch because I don't understand the references. And if I don't understand the references, then you're probably not going to understand them either. This is the thing about watching American TV shows. Everyone thinks, oh, well, it's English, so that's it. But actually, no. As I mentioned before in my previous podcasts, you need to drill down, choose an area you're comfortable with, and make that your reference, your point of reference for study. If you keep trying to go all around the world just because it's English, you soon realize that it doesn't work, because our points of reference for idioms, phrasal verbs, politics, they're very, very different across the world. So, for example, if I'm watching an Australian TV show and they laugh about, I don't know, an actor who died many years ago, I'm not going to get it. I'm not going to understand. And it's the same with America. When I watch reality TV shows, when I was watching Judge Judy yesterday, she's very good, a very cynical, bitter judge. But I only understand between 80 and 90% of it, because all these references to the American judicial system, American financing, American legal systems, I can't keep up with it. So that's another good show, but I just, same as you probably do, think, oh well, it's obviously something funny which the Americans are finding amusing, but it just doesn't work in other cultures. So anyway, The Golden Girls is very good. I'd recommend, though, that you start maybe in season 4 or season 5, because you find less American references in the middle of it. There's only 6 seasons, I think, than at the beginning. Well, anyway, I hope you found this helpful. Enjoy your day, and let's talk again soon. Bye-bye.